All right, welcome back to Choose Your Fate. We've got a brand new episode and a brand new story. The way it works is one person will craft a story, another person will be the participant in that story, and their choices and their actions will change and determine how the story unfolds. Let's meet our participant for today's story, which is Out of This World. Let's meet Harold.
Hello, everybody. I'm Harold. I got to do the first one of these a week ago. It was really fun. I really enjoyed keeping everybody on their toes with what I was going to do, and I am looking forward to another adventure in this strange world of Choose Your Fate.
Now, Harold has no pre knowledge of the story or any element of it that we're no ability to pre plan or strategize. So all of his reactions are authentic and what he comes up with in the moment. So, are you ready to choose your fate?
Oh yeah, I am definitely ready. Let's do this.
Okay. So, today's episode, Out of This World. All right, Harold, you are a science fiction writer. You've been suffering from writer's block and you're nearing a deadline. To try to overcome your writer's block and to get the story done on time, you've decided to rent out a small cabin, kind of isolated in the middle of nowhere, in order to spend a little time and get your manuscript written. You arrive at the cabin, a little after dark.
All right. Well, I'm gonna grab the key. I'm gonna go on inside, and I'm gonna start a fire in the fireplace.
Okay, you go inside. It's got a pretty decent living room. Looks like the place has been very well kept. Doesn't look like it's run down at all. Looks like it's very well maintained. It's kind of the opposite of what you see on a lot of ads.
Well, that's good. I like that. That's awesome. I get that. Like I said, gonna get the fireplace going. It really helps me think, and when I'm ready, when I have writer's block, just looking at that fire just makes me feel good about everything. So I'm gonna get a fire going. I'm gonna grab myself, some a nice glass of whiskey. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna grab my pen and paper. I'm gonna put it on the table in front. The table there by the couch with the fire going. And get ready to start writing.
Just as you're getting ready to work, your cell phone, which, although you have on silent, vibrates.
I look at it. Who is it?
It's your publisher.
Oh fuck! All right, I'm gonna answer it. Hello.
Hey, dude, so did you get there okay?
Yeah, man, this place is great. I got a fire going. I got a nice glass of whiskey. I got my notebook, my pad. I am ready. I am just relaxing, and I'm gonna get this going. I have a
Oh,
I have a start of an idea.
okay, good, because Old Man Stevenson is up my ass about your deadline. I am doing everything I can to stall for you, man.
All right. Well, you know what the best thing you could do for me is not call me until tomorrow morning.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I'll let the creative juices flow, and you do whatever you got to do, and yeah, come up with a masterpiece. You've done it before.
All right. Oh yeah. This is gonna be great. Like this is the perfect place for this. All right, man. I will talk to you in the morning when I have 20 to 50 to 100 pages going because I'm ready for this. I just need the piece.
Oh, I can't wait to read them. All right, good luck, buddy. Bye. Phone hangs up.
Bye. Okay. All right. All right. All right. I'm ready. I'm gonna gonna start writing science fiction. Let's do. Let's do. Man, my writer's block. Um, hmm. I think it should start with aliens. Aliens should come down from outer space and kidnap you. Nah, that's done so many times. And I'm just talking to myself. You know what? I'm gonna turn on the radio and get a little music going in the background. Maybe this is gonna help me because I'm having some writer's block.
Right? You try to turn on the radio, and all you get is static. No radio signal seems to come in. You're assuming you're probably just too far away from the local radio stations to get a signal.
All right, all right. Well, I'm gonna make myself. I'm gonna go in the kitchen. I'm gonna make myself a sandwich, and then and make a sandwich. I'm gonna start eating it. And the moon looks amazing tonight. It's just so full. It's almost like it was drawn up there. Like we're not part of this world. Man, dude, I have such an inspiration. Like this isn't the real world. We're in a hallucination. It's a drawing. This could work. This could work. This could work. All right. I'm gonna take my notepad and my pen and a flashlight. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go sit on the porch and start observing things that could be, back and forth between reality and fictional. So, that tree, um, that could be, that could be made out of metal. This could be all a different reality. This could be a made up world. Hell, we could be on. Oh my God, this is amazing. It could be on an alien ship, or, or I don't know, some weird experiment, hallucination. And I'm just gonna start writing my story. All right, you know, Jonathan, the main character, thinks that he might be inside a hallucination, and I'm just gonna start writing.
You write for. You actually get on a pretty good tear, and hours goes by. You end up pretty tired. You're barely able to keep your eyes open, and your writing has been pretty illegible.
All right, well, maybe it's time I go kind of take a nap. All right, I've got a bunch of pages. I'm gonna go back inside, lock up the doors. I'm going to turn off the lights. I'm going to make sure the fireplace grid is closed well so I don't set the place on fire.
Okay.
And I'm just going to lay down on the couch and you know, I'm going to shut my eyes for a little bit. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my alarm. I'm going to set my alarm for like 2 hours. I'll get a 2-hour nap and then I can get up and I can continue this great story that I'm tearing through.
You're trying to get comfortable on the couch, and it's just not working for you. The springs
All
on
right.
it are just digging into your back, and it's just not comfortable.
All right, I'm gonna move myself to the bedroom, making sure that fire is okay. Granted, it should be fine, but I'm gonna make sure. A little nervous. I'm gonna head up to my room. I'm gonna go lay in the bed. My alarm with me. Make sure it's about 2 hours.
All right. You drift off to sleep, and you wake up when you hear like a loud, like screeching kind of sound outside.
What the hell is that?
Out the window, you see what looks to be like some kind of shooting star, but it looks to be really close.
All right, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go downstairs and check on that fire.
All right, so you managed to get dressed, go down the hallway, back to the living room. The fire's actually out. Don't pay attention to that one.
That's all good. All right, cool. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna grab a flashlight and I'm gonna go outside and see what's going on.
All right, you head outside. Everything sounds pretty normal.
I'm gonna that meteor, that shooting star looked like it like hit like really close. I'm gonna go kind of walk off in that direction and see if I can see it, find anything, kind of deal. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna go back and get my my voice recorder because this could make some really good stuff. So I'm gonna grab that voice recorder real quick off the end table there,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna head back out there.
All right, so you head back outside. You said you wanted to head towards where you saw the shooting star going down?
Yes. And I'm gonna hit record on my voice recorder and just stick it in my top pocket there.
All right, so you're heading through the woods. Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Okay.
You hear like a humming sound. You can't quite tell where it's coming from, but it seems like it's coming from above.
I'm gonna look up.
You see an unidentified flying object in the sky above.
Oh damn! I should have grabbed my gun.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Well, I got my voice recorder going. It's playing. I'm gonna stick it. You know, it's in my top pocket there. I'm gonna make sure that pocket's buttoned so I don't lose it.
Yeah, because that voice recorder's getting great video right now.
Yeah, I know, right? It's awesome. Oh, I'm gonna pull my cell phone out and start snapping some pictures of this thing.
Before you can get a shot off, it's gone.
What the hell? I'm gonna head back to my the cabin that I'm staying in, and damn, wow, the helicopter sounds.
As you're heading back to the cabin, suddenly in front of you is a blinding light.
Oh hell no! I'm gonna like move off the path a little bit to the left or right, like whichever way looks most convenient. Oh damn, there's aliens. They're not green though, and they got cool shades on. I'm gonna hide, like in the woods.
They're running after you.
Well, shit. All right, bitches. What's up? I put my hands up. I'm gonna start fighting. They look scrawny.
The first one that reaches you, you manage to punch it. You
Straight up
knock it back
bitch in
pretty
the
good.
face.
Knock his ass pretty much right to the side. The other three
Right?
kind of pause a second and start to surround you.
All right. I'm down with this. I got a flashlight and fist. All right. Like, what's up, dudes? I'm gonna say, what's up? You charged me. You speak English? Alien? What the fuck?
One of them jumps at you.
Oh shit, I kick him in the balls. Or what I would assume would be his ball sack.
You kick it in what doesn't appear to be any form of anatomical part.
All right, between the legs.
All right, you kick it. It doesn't seem to do much more damage than if you like punched him in the shoulder, but
All right.
it does manage to, push him back a bit.
Yeah, you guys weren't ready for this shit, were you?
The other two each lunge at you, one on each side, each grabbing at one of your arms.
Oh, that's easy. All right, so if they, well, hey, I don't let them grab my arms, and if they do, this is game on. Like, seriously, I lean forward, I cross my arms over my head and spin around and pull them and smack them into each other. This is not going down like that. I'm not a wuss. I am taking out some aliens. I will snap a bitch's neck.
All right, all four are down. They're conscious, but they'll be up in moments, but they are down.
All right, the biggest one, which they all look kind of scrawny, I'm grabbing by the throat.
Okay.
Like, motherfucker, I will kill you. You better speak to me somehow. Mind, talk, open your mouth, talk.
It just claws at your arms.
Okay, I punch this bitch in the head, like repeatedly. I'm going to kill myself an alien.
All right, the other three run off.
All right. When they run off and I'm beating the shit out of it, I'm going to stop before he dies, and I'm going to drag his ass back to my cabin.
He's too heavy. Although he
There
looks
ain't no
really
way-
small, he's unusually heavy.
All right, does he? I'm going to search him. Do you have anything on him? Like any, like, tech, like, anything? Any craziness?
Doesn't appear to have anything on him other than just bare skin.
All right, I'm going to slap him around a little bit, try and wake him up. Because I know I knocked his ass out.
Not responsive.
Goddamn aliens are wusses. What do I do now? All right, I am.
You hear
other
rustling in the
three-
leaves close by.
Man, these suckers coming at me still. All right, I'm gonna head back to the cabin. I am not getting taken by aliens and getting probed.
As you get back to the cabin, you see something above it.
Damn it. All right. I have to think about this for a second. Do I see those other three creeps?
You don't see anything right now.
I'm going to pull up my cell phone. Can I get a shot of this alien ship before it disappears on me?
You get a picture of it.
All right. I'm going to look around. I don't see anything. All right. I'm going to creep myself around to the cabin, looking for those three guys that, like, took off.
No sign of them. But you do hear rustling coming from several directions towards the cabin.
Okay. They're going to try and jump me. I got them. All right. Do I find like a, can I find like a, I'm going to look around for like a log, or I should have brought something better than this, but I'm going to look around for like a long stick, like a log, like use like a club or something. I'm
There's
totally
some-
going after these bitches.
There's some small branches, a couple of all right sized rocks. Nothing too great, but bare essentials.
All right, so I'm going to grab one of those rocks, put that bitch in my left hand, and a good stick in my right hand. I'm going to predator these motherfuckers. Like, I am not going down without a fight. You aliens want to take me? You could talk to me. I'll have a conversation. I'll write an awesome story. But you want to be all like up in my business? We going at it.
All right, now you see coming through the tree line, pretty much surrounding the cabin, aliens coming out, dozens of them.
Oh damn! I ain't going to the cabin.
No, they're
Dozens.
surrounding you. It's either they're around you, but if you try to get away from the cabin, they're around you.
Oh, okay. I'm going
They're
to the
coming
cabin.
towards
Then.
the cabin.
All right, I'm going to the cabin. Can I get inside? Yeah. I'm
Yep, you
locking
get
the
inside.
door. All right,
Okay,
lock the
door is locked.
I'm lighting that fire back up. Like I'll pour a little gasoline if I have it, or propane or something. I'm getting that bitch lit up. Get myself some of the firewood. All right, I'm going in the kitchen. Are there any guns in this place?
Guns. You saw in the main room a couple of hunting rifles on the wall.
Well, shit. All right, I'm going to grab myself a hunting rifle. Is it ammunition loaded? Maybe.
It's not loaded, but you do see a box of ammunition on a shelf nearby.
All right, sweet. All right, I'm gonna grab that hunting rifle, load that bitch up, couple rounds, take the rest of the ammo, put it in my pocket. I'm gonna grab a stick. I'm gonna make myself a torch. I got a flashlight, gun, and a torch. All right, we're good. Damn aliens! And I'm gonna look outside. How many aliens I got surrounding me?
They're
like
basically
Waco.
they formed a perimeter around the cabin. They have like a "We Are the World" hand circle kind of around the circle, but they're not holding hands or just standing side by side. But they are around the entire cabin.
All right, I'm gonna open a window and be like, "What do you want?" Mind
They
meld.
just
I'm gonna put up the Spock symbol. Be like, "Come in peace, peace be with you." Whatever, bro.
they just stare at you silently.
Well, fuck it. I'm gonna shoot one.
All right, you shoot one. Another comes out of the woods and takes its spot in the circle.
That's it, really? You guys don't care? God damn it! What the fuck? This is ridiculous. You guys are crazy. Like, damn aliens. I got my thing going. Oh, I'm going to bust out my cell phone. I'm going to turn on my live stream. I'm going to videotape this shit. I'm going to live stream this crap. Like, I'm
Now,
straight up live streaming the aliens.
the aliens burst in through that big window on the other side of you there
Oh, man.
and are running towards you.
Well, I'm going to fight. I'm going to start smacking around with, like, the butt of the gun. I'm going to shoot some. I'm just, like, what the hell?
All right, the one that's in the lead, you manage to hit right in the face with the butt of the rifle. Knocks him back a bit. He's stunned. The other, there's 3 more that are there. All 3 of them tackle you. You drop the rifle as you hit the ground.
All right, I'm going to just start swinging and punching and just whatever I can do to, like, get these things off of me.
You manage to get lucky, and as they're trying to straddle you to keep you down, your struggling manages to knock them off balance because they haven't quite gotten you under control yet, giving you a chance to get up.
Well, I get up and I go run and lock myself in the bathroom.
Okay, you are in the bathroom.
All right. I am going to first splash some water on my face. What was I able to take with me? Was I able to bring the gun and the flashlight with me at least? Or was that knocked out of my hand?
The rifle was knocked out of your hand.
Okay, so I got a flashlight. All right, I'm going to look around this bathroom. What do I have in here that I can use to protect my...
Got some towels. In the medicine cabinet is your basic, bandages, antiseptics, some Tylenol, razors,
All right,
shaving
I'm
cream,
gonna
hairspray.
I'm gonna prison break. Oh, hairspray. Do I have a lighter? So I lit a fire. I probably put the lighter in my pocket. So the lighter's in my pocket. So I'm going to grab the hairspray and my lighter, and then I'm gonna hold those in one hand so I'm easy accessible. Then I'm gonna take my toothbrush and I'm gonna I'm gonna whittle that thing down to a sharp point so I can stab something if I had to. Put that in my pocket, and then I'm going to rip the toilet seat cover off, and I'm going to have this giant toilet seat disc. So I'm going to beat the shit out of something if I have to. So I've got blunt, I've got fire, I've got I've got a prison toothbrush razor thing going on. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. All right. I'm gonna crawl myself in the bathtub there, like kind of crouching in the bathtub, and then I'm gonna give myself a minute here and try and figure out what the hell we're doing.
You hear movement throughout the cabin. You hear footsteps.
Uh, this is rough. This is rough. All right. So right outside the door.
You can't quite tell where it's coming from, but you can tell it's coming from multiple locations.
All right. I'm gonna look at the door jamb at the bottom of the door jamb. Is there any light coming through?
No.
Bastards. All right. So I'm going to go up to the door and I'm going to listen real carefully. And as soon as I hear something on the other side of the door, I'm going to open it, grab whatever's there, rip it in this room, close the door, lock it, and like stab the thing in the neck.
With what?
With the toothbrush that I just sharpened.
All right, you listen at the door.
It's totally prison style, man. Come on.
Now, you do hear commotion in the cabin, but you don't hear anything close to the door.
Okay. All right, I'm going to lay on the floor and look under the door and see if I see any kind of movement going by.
You don't see
Wait for-
any.
Aliens are pissing me off. They want to probe me. This bullshit. I'm not doing that. All right.
Yeah, they always get you in the end.
Oh, that. Oh. Yeah, I got nothing. Yeah. All right. Obviously, I can't stay here all night long.
Just hide in the bathroom. Yeah, eventually they will come in.
Well, when those motherfuckers come in, they have no idea what they're dealing with. This motherfucker's on fire. I will torch a bitch. I'll be eating alien tonight. All right. All right. With my toilet seat cover blunt object beater and my toothbrush shank and my
gonna brush away your problems.
I got my flamethrower because hairspray and a lighter is gonna make a awesome flamethrower. I'm gonna go out into the hallway. I'm gonna open the door slightly. I'm gonna peer out. Do I see anything down the hallway?
All right, you look down the one side of the hallway. Coast is completely clear. You turn to look down the other way. There's some aliens waiting for you.
Well, son of a bitch.
At you.
All right, the front one. I'm stabbing that bitch in the throat right with my with my toothbrush stabber.
Your shiv.
My shiv. I'm totally going for the guy in the front with the shiv. and the guy right behind him is getting clocked with a toilet seat. Bam! Stab! Bang!
Okay, you stab the first one in the throat. It gurgles as it grabs at the toothbrush, which comes out of your grasp as it falls. The other one that you hit with the toilet seat gets knocked to the side. He's stunned. The other two just kind of look at each other. They seem to be communicating, but you don't see them talking. And then they turn around and run.
Scared bitches, come on! I'm gonna get my shank back out of the one's throat and take my toilet. I'm gonna chase down some aliens. Fuck this! I'm hunting now.
Now you notice the toilet seat is cracked.
Sweet. Because when I hit another one with this thing, it'll be another shiv. I'll have double shivs. I'm going to work myself way down to the kitchen and get myself a knife, like a real sharp object.
All right. Apparently, whoever owns the cabin was a bit of a chef. They have a very nice knife set, about every type of culinary knife you could imagine.
Nice.
What do you grab?
Well, I'm going to grab a butcher knife for hacking. Ooh. I know it sounds weird, but do they have an axe?
There is an axe in the main room.
Okay, I'm not there yet, so I'm gonna grab the psycho knife. I don't remember what it's called, but you know
knife?
Yeah, a chef knife and the butcher knife.
That's what it is.
All right, I'm gonna grab the chef knife. I'm gonna hold it, upside down, Dyke style, and I'll grab that butcher knife in my left hand, so I can chop the shit out of him. So I got a butcher knife, steak knife. All right, we're good. I'm gonna make my way into. Aliens have no idea what they're up against. I am an ingenious dude.
Now, remember, this is all just stage one.
Yeah, I know.
There's much more to this.
All right.
Well, you have no idea what's coming.
I'm gonna work my way into the main room because I need an axe. A hatchet would be great right now.
All right, so you go down the hallway. You do hear some noise coming from some of the rooms, but nothing comes out. And you make your way back to the main room.
All right. So, where's that hatchet?
And it's leaning up against the wall in a corner.
All right, like a hatchet, right? Like 2 foot long, nice axe blade on the end of it.
All like right. They live in a log cabin and need lumber kind of for the fireplace thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. All right, so I'll take the axe in my left hand. Well, actually, I'm going to switch that up. I'm going to put the axe in my right hand because I'm right-handed. I'm going to put the chef's knife in my left hand, still Dyke style, so I can pickaxe style. All right, we're good. We're gonna go hunt some aliens. All right, I'm gonna go back down the hallway. I heard commotion coming out of rooms.
You did.
I'm gonna start opening some doors. Aliens either they're gonna talk, mentally communicate with me, or die.
All right, there's 3 rooms. There's the bedroom. There's a second bedroom, and the bathroom, which is connected to the master bedroom. So if you look on the right-hand side there, the first one is the bedroom. That's your bedroom. The second one is the bathroom, which has an interior door to you. The other side is another bedroom.
All right, I'm going to go to the left side, to that bedroom on the left. Open that door.
Room looks empty.
Well, looks empty, but is it? I'm going to look under the bed. I'm going to look all around.
As you're looking under the bed, you hear a creaking behind you.
I turn around and just, well, I look. Do I see anything?
You see an alien was hiding behind the door and is creaking it shut to try to shut you in with it.
Cool. Let him close it. And I got the axe up and I'm looking at him and I'm like, you going to talk to me?
It throws its head back and shrieks.
Well, I just lay the axe right in the center of his forehead.
He stops shrieking.
No shit.
He also stops breathing and living and falls to the ground.
I ain't playing with these things.
Its blood is blue.
It's interesting.
Kind of like unoxygenated human blood.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right.
But it's exposed to oxygen, so couldn't be that.
No, well, or it's blood that can't absorb oxygen. Because, there's a theory, because as a science fiction writer, I know
Right.
these theories. There's a theory that aliens are just us from the future that have come back to try and figure out how to not become what they become and change it.
No, I can tell you for a fact, time travel is not going to be invented in at least our lifetime. And I know
Yeah.
that because I've never used it to come back and tell myself not to marry my ex-wife.
Good side note. However, if they're from the future, it may not be our lifetime.
All right, we'll settle it right now. If I ever invent time travel or have access to it, I will knock on my front door in the next 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Nope, ain't gonna happen. All right, now back to the story. I believe you're hunting.
All right. So the
You've
only
got,
alien.
an alien confronting you that has locked you in this bedroom with it. It shrieked. You impaled it with an axe in the chest. It fell
No,
dead.
the head straight
the
up
head.
in
The
the
head, that's
cranium,
right.
bro. Okay. Blue blood. Huh. That's interesting. All right. So he's useless to me. So I'm going to I'm going to go out. I'm going to go into the master bedroom where I was staying.
All right, you go out into the hall. Aliens run at you as soon as you come out.
Oh, son of a bitch.
They've broken through that window in the back there.
All right. Well, I'll play with them. All right. I'll start. I'm starting swinging, man. Like they do. These guys are not friendly at all. And I'm killing a ton of aliens, but I don't even want to. I would like to talk to them, but I'll like chop one with the axe. I'll stab the other one. I'll like pistol whip one. I don't know. I'm Hail Mary in the four of these guys.
Okay, you basically go all Bruce Campbell on these guys.
Nice.
And they are
Give me a
out.
chainsaw. They're done.
They are done. This group of 4 is done. You hear from outside, you know that wail that one did when it threw back its head?
Yeah.
You hear that coming from all of the ones circling the cabin.
Well, son of a bitch. The hell do you want from me? You know what? I'm gonna go over to the window they all busted in. I'm gonna yell outside, "What do you want?" I keep kicking the shit out of you guys. What do you want?
They just keep wailing.
I'm gonna go downstairs get that other rifle. and go back upstairs.
All right, so you get the rifle.
Strap it on my back, so I still have my axe and my knife. I'm gonna go grab the extra ammo. I'm gonna go upstairs to the busted window.
Okay.
I'm good. All right. I'm gonna I don't know, put the knife down for a minute. I'm still holding the axe in my. I'll put the axe in my left hand since I'm righty. I'll take the gun and I'll look down and I'm gonna aim and see what aliens do I see.
Other than the ones that you ripped apart already, you don't see any in the cabin, but there's still that circle around outside.
All right, I'm gonna start taking pop shots at the circle. Anyone want to talk? Have a conversation as I'm shooting you, motherfuckers?
You notice about a few inches before the shots reach them, there's like a little spark, and the shots don't reach them.
Son of a bitch! Goddamn aliens got force fields. I've watched enough sci-fi to know that you guys are pissing me off right now. All right, shoulder strap. I'll put the rifle back on my shoulder. Grab my axe. I got my axe. I got my knife. I'm gonna go check the master bedroom.
Okay.
Damn.
You're back in the master bedroom.
Close and lock the door. Close and lock the door to the bathroom too, because
Okay.
obviously that's an access point. All right, then we got the window. I'm gonna look at the window. Out the window. Anything?
Nothing has changed.
Just a circle.
Yep. And they're still wailing. It's like they haven't even taken a breath. You don't see how they've managed to maintain that one continuous note that long.
Am I hearing it through my ears or am I just hearing it in my head? Because based on my sci-fi experience as a sci-fi writer, aliens, like, if they're future us, they started communicating mentally. So is it in my head?
It's both.
Interesting. I'm trying to think how to. All right. How do I communicate with them? Oh, so, all right. This craziness. Is there a flashlight in this bedroom?
You have your flashlight still.
Okay. I'm gonna point the flashlight at one, right? And I'm gonna go on, off, 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 on, off. So I'm gonna do SOS to them.
They don't acknowledge it.
I don't know enough Morse code to say what the F do you want. Sprechen Sie, I'm gonna yell out the window. Sprechen Sie Deutsch, Espanol, je parle français. Like, what the F, dudes?
All right. They stop making the noise.
Oh, goody. I'm going to think, what do you want? I'm just going to think. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to do anything else. I got my stuff. I'm be like, what do you want? In my mind.
You hear in your mind, we mean you harm.
Well, that's great, buddy. Well, obviously, I knew that. I'm going to. Wow, what a bunch of dickheads. Um,
And they're just, you've noticed now instead of a single file, they're now like double stacked. So there's like two of them deep making this circle now.
oh, son of a bitch. How many of these motherfuckers are there? I'm gonna. Well, what do you want with me besides harm? In my mind, I'm gonna think it like real hard. I'm gonna concentrate. What do you want besides harm?
You see more of them start piling up around the circle getting thicker and thicker to the point where you can't see where it actually ends as it's going into the woods on all sides.
Hmm. I don't think it's that deep. I think it's a mental game. I think it's a trick. Huh. All right. I took out like 20 of these things. It was too easy. It's like a mental game. It's like I'm trapped in a box. If I survive this is going to make the best sci fi adventure story ever.
Your publisher will be proud.
He will. He will. He'll be stoked about it. It'll be amazing. All right.
If you live long enough to write the story.
I, I, oh my goodness. Oh, I will live. I will survive this until I decide it is over. Hmm. It's really hard. I'm deciding what I need to do. I need to think. I need to think. I need to think. I need to think. Have I seen the alien ship?
You not
Look in
from
this.
where you are.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna make my way back down the stairs into the main living space.
All right, let's go down the hall. Everything seems the same as it's been. And you make it back to the main room.
All right. And I'm gonna look outside through the main window. Still see a giant circle of aliens.
As far as you can see back into the woods. Completely surrounding you in all directions.
How far away is my car?
Um about maybe 50 feet from the door.
And how far away are the aliens from my car? About.
About maybe 500 feet from the door.
All right. So they're quick, but am I quicker?
I don't know, you feeling lucky? You got your running shoes on?
Hmm. This is not going to end well for them. Uh,
Says the guy who's radically outnumbered.
hey, man. I'm taking out 4 at a time. So, I think they're a bunch of pussies.
Yeah, so against 4,000, what are you going to do?
I'm going. I know they just want to probe me, but I ain't going down like that.
You don't want to meet that kind of end?
No. Or I don't want to meet that end in the end. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
But they just want to talk.
No, they don't. They said they mean me harm. I just wanted to talk. I would have chilled with them. I would have had a great conversation. Could have asked me anything. We mean you harm. Yeah, no shit, dude. All right. All right. All right. I'm gonna. So the stove in the kitchen, is it a gas stove or electric stove?
It is a electric stove.
God damn it! I was gonna blow this bitch up. I'm gonna make a giant fireball. Um,
Now you notice that the circle seems to be getting closer to the cabin. Like it's growing to the point where they're getting closer.
yeah, I kind of figured that was gonna happen. All right, I'm gonna look around this whole place for anything like weird. I don't know how else to describe that. Like something that shouldn't be in a resort cabin for a writer.
Okay, you do see something that is completely in the wrong cabin for a writer.
What is
It's,
that?
it's a copy of Misery by Stephen King.
Oh God! I'll just throw that bitch in the fire. All right. Anyway,
Hey, come on, that was a good book.
yeah, and it's on fire.
But I will admit, when I saw that movie, as someone who was like writing and stuff, yeah, that was more terrifying than giving me demons and vampires and werewolves.
Yeah. Uh,
All right, so
all right.
you're searching the living room.
Yeah.
You're not seeing anything out of the ordinary. There's notepads, cups, glasses, lamps, the firewood.
I'm gonna push the coffee table out of the way and lift the carpet. Is there like I don't know. I'm gonna sound ridiculous, but is there like a secret entrance or exit, like a hiding spot? I just feel like someone's done this before.
There is no cellar. There is just floor underneath the rug. No, this is not the cabin from Evil Dead.
Hey, Matt. Hey, look. I'm just going with my instincts. Okay.
All right, Bruce.
I wish. Uh, go get me my yellow car.
The circle's getting closer. They're now maybe 400 away.
All right. I'm gonna make a run for my car.
All right, you make a run for it. You get to your truck.
Okay.
It's unlocked. You get inside. Your keys are on you.
Start it. Maybe.
It starts up. Then you look above. You see a familiar shape in the air, and the truck dies.
God damn it. I'm gonna shoot at this alien ship.
It has absolutely no effect.
God damn it. I feel trapped in this story.
And the aliens now run at you.
Oh, God damn it.
They break
Well,
the circle and are charging you.
All right. I'm pulling a whole Rick Grimes on these motherfuckers. I'm just going to town, man. They wouldn't charge me. I'm just going to swing axes and stab them and swing and stab and swing and stab. Like, I'm just going to take out. I'm headshots only. That's all I'm going for is heads. I'm going to kill as many of these fuckers as I can.
All right. As they swarm you, you just go buck nutty. You are swinging, shooting, taking down as many as you can. It's impressive. However, there are way too many of them, and they're overcoming you. As you feel yourself starting to lose, your vision starting to fade out a little bit, you're starting to fade. All of a sudden, a blinding light overtakes you as you pass out.
No probes.
And that is where chapter 1 comes to its close.
Okay.
So you've made it through the first section. So now we will take a brief break,
Okay.
and we'll come back with the continuation of the story in just a few minutes.
All right.
But yeah, that was impressive on your first go around. I can't wait to see what you do when we come back.
Oh, I can't wait to see what I do when we come back too. All right.
All right, everybody. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, welcome back to Choose Your Fate. For everybody who missed the first segment, Harold has managed to kill a impressive amount of aliens that were attacking him in a cabin of the woods. You really should go back and catch up and check out the first part before going forward. But as we left off, Harold was overwhelmed by the aliens and was losing consciousness as a bright light enveloped the area. So, as we rejoined Harold on his adventure, when he wakes up, he finds himself in a very futuristic looking bedroom.
Hmm. I'm gonna check to make sure. Ooh, creepy sounds. I'm gonna check to make sure I haven't been violated. You know what I'm saying?
Nope. Everything that you had in your possession is still in your possession.
Sweet. I still have my axe and my knife and my pistol and my rifle and my flashlight. All right,
Yep.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna check out this room that I'm in.
All right. It looks kind of like a barracks, very sparsely decorated. There's a padded bench. Obviously, looks like a bed. There's a pillow-like device on it. The walls are very metallic. Not a whole lot in there. There's a few shelves with nothing really on them.
Can I leave? Is there like a door?
There's a door.
Can I open it?
There's two doors. There's an interior door, and there's a door that looks more like an exterior door.
Whew. Exterior door like into outer space exterior door or interior door like into like holy shit. All right. The interior door. I'm gonna open that one.
You see a futuristic looking bathroom.
Oh, it's a pooper. I can see Earth.
Yes, you do notice Earth outside the window.
Yeah. That's great. I am very far away from home.
Yes, you are. Got your frequent flyer miles for this one.
Trash can, but I don't see toilet paper or paper towels to dry my hands. Okay. That's
There is a
interesting.
towel on that hook on the wall that you could see in the mirror, and you don't know what's in the cabinet yet. Smart ass.
That's true. All right, I'm going to open up the cabinet. It's still
Oh, gee, there's some toilet paper under there.
Well, hopefully I
towels. Fucker.
I'm just noticing things. Just noticing. Just looking
It's
around.
not a Disney resort. Well, not that you really get that kind of quality there anymore either.
That's fair. All right. I'm gonna. What is in here? All right. Well, I'm gonna splash some water on my face. Hopefully, wake my ass up. Not pee the bed.
You notice the water feels a little slimy.
Oh, not exactly water. Okay. Mental note: don't drink the water.
This isn't Mexico, it's space, but apparently the same rules seem to apply.
I'm going to go back into the main bedroom area.
Okay.
Can I go out the other door?
The other door opens.
Oh.
And find yourself in a hallway.
No, seriously? They just give me free reign with an axe and I just killed like an impressive amount of aliens. All right, I'm gonna go walk down the hallway. Do 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 do. Maybe I'll whistle while I work. I can't whistle, so I'll just walk down the hallway.
All right. You see a very large double door near the end of the hallway.
Can I open it?
The door does open.
Can I walk on through?
You go in and you see what looks like the engine room.
That does not look like an engine to me. That looks like I don't know what that looks like to me.
Exactly. It's an intergalactic reactor. Now suck it.
Sweet. Where the hell am I? And where did all the aliens go? There were like hundreds and thousands.
That's a good question.
I got
Where are they?
They're not anywhere. I am the aliens from the future.
Dude, your weed is better than mine.
How did I- All right, so I'm gonna go take a look at this intergalactic engine.
Although it looks like plasma firing off, you don't feel any heat as you get close to it.
Okay, just electrical charges. Is the hair standing up on my arms?
Nope. Does not seem to have an actual electrical charge.
All right, all right. Um, Is there like a control panel around? I'm seeing stuff in this picture. Let's see. There's a control panel on the right side. There's stuff on the left side.
There's several control panels. You can't really understand reading on any of them or any of the displays, but they're there.
All right, I'm just gonna hit some buttons on one. Just whatever. Touchpad, buttons, whatever. I'm just gonna poke around.
The lights in the room blink a little bit, and it sounds like the ship lurches a little.
Okay. I've seen Star Trek. All right, so I'm gonna put my fingers on like kind of the ones that look like they might have gauges. Like, you know what I mean? Like, is there anything that's like, oh, green, yellow, red, and like have like stuff on it?
I mean, like colors?
Yeah, are there colors?
Yes, there are different colored lights and buttons.
All right, I'm going to touch a green button and I'm going to slide my finger up to a red button or a red gauge. Let's see if I can make this fucker move.
You hear a loud hum start.
Ah, son of a bitch. All right.
The humming is getting louder.
Huh.
It's getting louder.
All right, I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to go search this ship. I'm going to just walk around and wander aimlessly with my axe and my knife.
All right, so you put the engine back to normal.
Yeah.
All right, so you head back out into that hallway.
Uh-huh.
Leads you down another hallway.
Oh, goodness.
You do see an open door about halfway down the hallway to your right.
All right, I'll walk up there.
You go in and you see what looks to be a med bay.
Like alien constructed med bay or a human constructed med bay? How long is it? If I laid down in it, would I fit or would I be popping out that bottom and the top?
You would fit. And there's diagrams on the wall that are human shaped, but the internal organs don't quite mesh up.
Where's the heart?
The heart seems to be about maybe a foot and a half lower than it should be on the wrong side.
Okay. Weird. I'm so confused. I'm gonna. So weird. I'm just gonna look around.
All right, there's what looks like some alien medical equipment.
Okay.
And a few different scanners, a few computer readouts. And some of them have displays that show results of things that aren't quite human.
Okay. Nothing here is going to help me get off this ship. So I'm gonna head back out and down the hallway further if I can. If not, I'll check an off branch or something.
All right, you head back out the hallway. Near the end of the hallway,
Okay.
you smell something horrible off to the left.
I'll go check it out.
There's a doorway.
Okay. Crack it open.
Looks to be the waste disposal area.
Oh,
It smells like garbage and sewage.
no, closing that door. Moving on.
All right, you end up going down the hallway further. You see at the end of a hallway 3 doors. One to the left, one to the right, one in front of you.
All right, let's start with door 1. Door number 1, the one to the left.
You go in and you see what looks to be a computer station.
Is anything in English?
Not a thing.
What is it look like? Any symbols that I might recognize? Anything that looks any kind of familiar?
Being someone who is a sci-fi writer and would have exposure to a lot of different sci-fi and alien conspiracy material,
Okay.
you would kind of get a feeling that it looks like a kind of like a Mesopotamian era kind of Sanskrit-esque kind of language.
Oh my god, crazy hair guy is right. All right. I'm just saying, just throwing that out there for everybody. Crazy hair guy is right.
Yeah, well, he ain't there to help you, so.
Yeah, I know. That's the shit part. All right. I'm gonna go check out the door on the right side. This is the left. Or the other side.
All right, so you go back out to the hallway. You see a room, looks to be navigation maps. You see what looks to be diagrams of other ships and a big old analysis of Earth.
Huh. Do I understand any of the analysis of Earth? Like looking for percentages like a water percentage, a landmass percentage, an oxygen percentage, a carbon percentage.
Don't understand the language enough to recognize them even if they were there.
What about the numbers?
Can't really tell their number system. It doesn't really fit into any known number system.
Okay. And where are all the aliens? All right. I'm going to go head to back out and then to the door that would have been straight.
All right. So that door leads to another small hallway
Oh, goodness.
that has one door at the end of it.
All right. I'm going to look out the windows. Can I get an idea of the shape of this vessel I'm in?
It seems to be, which raises some questions for you. Not quite the shape that you saw out from the ground, but this one has more of a central mass with a ring around it.
Like the ISS. Okay. Huh. Am I on the outside or the inside area?
Of the ship.
Yeah, am I in the ring or am I in the central mass?
Right now, you're at the front of the ring.
The front of the ring. Well, it's a ring. Does a ring really have a front or a back, or is it just a ring?
Well, by the direction that the ship is moving, you can kind of
I
determine
got
that
it.
it's front at the time.
Okay. I'm gonna go through that lone door.
All right. The door opens. You see what looks to be the bridge.
And no one's here.
You do not see anyone.
This is ridiculous. Where are these alien mother? Mm. Does anything in here look familiar?
As you're looking around, you hear a noise on the other side of one of the consoles.
I'm gonna go check out that noise.
As you get close to where the noise is, they come out.
Well, shit, you don't look like the aliens I saw on Earth.
No, they don't.
Ah, guards up. Who are you? Please, for the love of God, talk to me.
The one to the right says, "We mean you no harm."
I like the no part.
My name is Alaric. This is my brother Darius. This is my daughter Glorana and my son Boron. We were part of a convoy. One of our ships was shot down by those things that you saw. They were going to scavenge the remains when they encountered you. We intervened. There weren't many of us left. We were on an escape ship, but we managed to get you to safety.
Why would you save me?
The only reason those things were there was because they were attacking us and our ship fell near your dwelling. We put you in danger. We felt we needed to get you out of it.
Okay, what are those things?
The Skrillex.
The Skrillex. Okay.
They are vermin. They go from world to world, just consuming resources and just destroying planets and then moving on to the next.
Hmm. Sounds like the human race. Thanks for the save, but I can't let them take over my planet like that. So, can you help me or what? I know you helped me save my life. Thank you. I appreciate it. It is well received. However, I can't let some aliens take over my planet.
Perhaps we can help each other.
Okay.
See, when our ship was damaged, there was a creature that we were transporting. It got loose. We saw what you were able to do with Skrillex on your planet. If you could help us with this creature, maybe we can help you and your planet.
Where is this creature now?
Most likely in the sewage room.
Well, the stinky room? Seriously? It's got to be in there?
It most closely resembles the methane smell of its home environment.
Well, what do you do with your waste? Don't you dump it somewhere?
We collect it, and it's liquefied and then vaporized.
So vaporize the room.
It's not quite that easy. It's not vaporized there.
Okay.
Right there is when it's in its liquid form. It is then filtered out. He wouldn't be going through the filter.
Why not?
He's way too big.
So you need me to kill some crazy alien, and you don't even know how I'm supposed to do it.
All right. Perhaps we could sweeten the deal, as I believe you say on your world.
Huh. Go ahead.
Our technology is far beyond yours.
Okay.
We can give you something to where you would never get sick again a day in your life. Which would be longer too, by the way. Help us.
All right.
We help you.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Now,
Go
to
kick
help
some
you with
dirt.
this creature, is there anything you require?
Do you have a phaser gun?
What is a phaser?
What weapons do you have?
Well, we are mostly a peaceful ship. The only thing we have are weapons in case of attack, locked up in the armory.
Well, what weapons are those?
Oh, just a few laser rifles, pistols, grenades.
Fine. Open it up. Let's
Right.
go.
The armory cabinet is attached to the bridge room.
No. You mean where I already had access? Okay.
Yeah, like the cabinet is there. You can just open it.
Okay, I'll open it.
Okay,
I'm gonna take out.
there's a few laser rifles, a few like what look like phasers, and a few kind of high tech looking grenades.
All right, I'm gonna take 2 grenades. I'll take the rifle. I'll take the pistol. Yeah, I got everything ready. All right. Oh my god.
All of a sudden, the ship's. Remember when you were in the engine room and the lights dimmed and the ship kind of lurched? It does that again.
What is that?
Everybody looks very concerned, and they're like, it sounds like there's an imbalance with the engines. And that's not a good thing because if they don't figure out what's going on, their ship is going to head right into Earth like a lawn dart.
Oh my god. Dude, you guys got to fix that. Go fix it. Do you need my help?
We can't. We're not leaving here until that creature is gone. We're staying locked up here in the bridge.
All right, all right. I'm going hunting for the creature.
The lights blink and lurch again. They're like, you might want to check out the engine room first.
All right, I'll go to the engine room. Where is it? Give me directions.
They tell you how to get back there.
Okay. I forgot. So I think I've been there before, but I forgot. So I'm heading back to the engine room. Yeah, a lot of hallways.
Well, I'm gonna
Giant
skip
circle.
most of them. So we'll just use one hallway to show your voyage back down there. And then you're back in the engine room.
All right. So there is something in this engine room I got to take care of. All right.
Yeah, remember that thing you were fucking with?
Yeah. I'll fuck with it some more.
The ship lurches a little rougher, and you hear like a creaking in the metal of the ship.
Is there a way to turn it off? Like altogether? Like, is there like an off switch I can figure out or see or something?
There's a lever that seems to be larger than the others. You're not quite sure if that's a main switch or if it's for something else, but it's the only thing that seems to stand out as unusual.
Okay. I will disconnect it.
The lights go out entirely. A red light comes up and an alert starts going off.
Well, shit. Is it speaking or no?
You hear a voice over an intercom, but you have no idea what it's saying.
This is so frustrating.
You hear the grinding in the walls again.
I have no idea.
The ship lurches.
I don't know. I'm so lost.
Some of the panels start to spark.
I'm just gonna start randomly hitting buttons.
Right,
levers.
As you start randomly hitting controls, the engine re-engages. The alert shuts off.
Okay. I'm gonna look out the window. Is Earth still there?
Earth is still there.
Okay. So I didn't like boost us. I just engage. Okay. This is hard. No lie, this is really hard to figure out what I am supposed to do or what to do or where to go or how to react or act. Like,
well, that's the thing. There is no supposed to do.
I get that. Like, what I'm saying is, like, it's just hard to. It's so open to do whatever. Like, I could just take out a plasma rifle and shoot at that main core and then blow the whole ship up. That'd be dumb.
That probably wouldn't be the wisest move, no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Um, and
Well, the engine crisis seems to be averted.
all right, so we've saved the ship, kind of. All right, I'm gonna go. Well, I'm gonna just go hunt around the ship for this creature that's supposed to be here. So I'll head out into the hallway and into whatever rooms there are and everything. I'm looking for this creature that doesn't look like the blue people I encountered or my own species.
Nope, you definitely got the impression from them that this does not look like anything that you've seen already.
Okay. So I'm gonna just search around, I guess. I'm gonna walk around the halls looking, flashlight looking, firearm ready, like just each door one at a time. Anything in the first one?
The first one you come across is the med bay.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing there.
Okay.
Back down the hall. And you get to where you smell that rancid, horrible odor of the waste room.
Oh, all right. I'm going in. Damn it.
Okay, now, before you go in,
Uh-huh.
we are going to take a short break, much shorter than that other one.
Okay.
And then we will continue on with your hunt of the creature.
Okay.
So,
All right.
we will be right back, everybody. We're going to take a brief break and then return to the rest of the story. So, be right back. All right, welcome back. All right, we'll be back again in just one moment.
All right.
All right, welcome back.
Oh yeah.
For real
Welcome
this
back.
time. All right, so when we left off, the engine disaster was averted, and the creature was next on the target list.
Well, let's go find it. I'm gonna go down the halls, room by room. I'm gonna find this thing.
The waste room is the next room you encounter.
Oh, joyous. Huh. Oh, I bet it stinks.
Oh, it does. It smells like something crawled up something's ass and died, and then something crawled up its ass and died.
Oh, wonderful. Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna look around. Do I see anything like? Do I see wet marks on the floor? Something crawling in and out of the pool of gross?
You see a few control panels around the outer walls. You see a couple of doors. You see the pit of waste being dumped into in the center of the room. There does look like there's splashing around the edges, but you can't tell if that's just from it splashing or from something getting in or out.
Okay. I'm gonna look in the pool of gross.
All right. And you start to look over into the pool of ooze, and that thing jumps out of it.
Nice. So I have this like futuristic laser pistol thing. I'm gonna just open fire on this fucking thing.
All right, you shoot it. The lasers bounce off its skin.
Wow, son of a gun. You know what? How do you like blunt force trauma? I'm gonna take my axe. I'm just gonna swing at it.
The axe hits it in the shoulder, and it does not seem to like that very much. It shrieks.
Sweet. Rip that thing out. Smack it again.
As you go to swing at it, it claws at you too, knocking the weapon from your hand.
Oh god damn it. Is there an airlock?
Not in here. You haven't seen one?
I'm gonna make it chase me to the engine room. I'm gonna keep taunting it. I'm gonna stab it a little bit with my knife. shoot at it.
Before you can make it out of the waste room, it jumps and lands on your back, knocking you down.
Just gonna, I don't know, punch it in the face.
All right, you punch it in the face. Its head kind of switches to the side, and then it looks right back at you, and just drool drips off its mouth.
You remind me of my dog. I'm gonna. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna scratch its under its jaw. I'm just gonna scratch him, like a nice scratch, like a dog scratch, like a hey, I want to be your friend scratch.
Okay, well, apparently it doesn't want any friends because as you go to do that, it tries to bite at your arm.
Oh, well, then I punch it in the head with the other arm.
You manage to hit it right in the eye, and it jumps back.
Okay. I'm gonna. All right. Everything has a weakness. I'm gonna. All right. I'll take my chef's knife that I still have because my axe is gone. I still will have a laser pistol too. I'm gonna take my chef's knife and start like stabbing at its eyes, like going for its eyes.
Okay, yeah, you hack at its eyes. It starts shrieking and screaming. Its armor plating doesn't really seem to cover its eyes.
Okay, and then kick it into the cesspool and look for a waste relief valve.
There's a dial that you're kind of figuring might be what releases the waste.
Okay, I'm gonna push it, dial it, spin it, whatever. I'm
All
gonna
right,
fuck with that.
you hit it, and all the waste drains through the holes in the floor venting.
All right, and this creature is kicked in the pool, right?
Yep. So it's now laying in the now dry pool.
Okay.
It starts to get up.
I'm gonna start. I don't know. I'm just gonna start stabbing it in the eyes and the throat, like anywhere I can. I'm killing this thing. I'm gonna try and kill this thing.
All right, you start again stabbing at its eyes, and it's doing some damage. It is yelling, it's shrieking, it's going back. It's not as offensive as it was. It's in a lot of pain while it's yelling around wildly, and while you're stabbing wildly, you manage to take the chef knife and stab right into its mouth
Okay.
and pretty much into its brain.
Does it stop moving? I'm gonna just start twisting it while it's stuck in its brain. Just
It falls
fucking-
over.
All right. It's not moving. It's dead. I hope. Oh my god! I have no idea how to check and see if an alien creature is dead.
It looks to be dead.
All right. All right. So, how heavy is this thing?
Not as heavy as the other aliens were, but it's not super light. Like you could drag it, but it would take some effort.
All right. I'm gonna drag it back to the main ship room where those
Okay.
other aliens are.
All right. You come in. They panic when they see the creature.
I'm like, look, it's dead. Let's go. Let's fix this.
So they go over and examine the creature and see, yeah, it's dead. So they tell you, well, you kept your word, so we'll keep ours. And they
Okay.
hand you a vial with a blue liquid in it.
Well, what the hell is this?
Said if you drink that, you will never get sick a day in your life, and your lifespan will be about 3 times that of the normal person.
What about all the people that I lost?
Who did you lose?
All the people in my, like, on my planet that are being attacked right now.
Oh, they're not being attacked yet. Those aliens were there to because they were following us. One of our ships went down by your cabin.
Well, how do I get rid of those aliens?
We're going to contact others of our kind and set up some cloaking devices to shield your planet from their detection.
But what about the ones that are already there?
They'll be dealt with.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyway, you can give me a lift home.
They drop you back at the cabin.
Nice. I am going to go. Oh, there's no aliens around, right?
You don't see any, no.
All right, I'm going to go back in the cabin. I'm going to start writing this literal adventure.
Okay, it flows like water from you.
Nice.
Like you write the most epic writing you have ever done.
Awesome. When I'm done, I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna go to bed. In the morning, I'm gonna call my publisher and be like, I have the most epic story. This was the best trip ever. Secretly thinking I will never do this shit again.
Publisher loves the idea, thinks the sample pages that you sent are incredible. They're thinking this is going to be one of the best sellers they've had yet.
Oh, there's always a little fact in every piece of fiction.
In fact, you end up on the New York Times bestseller list. People can't imagine the amount of realism that you put into your work. Your book, Out of This World, hits #1 on the charts.
Yeah, I'm not really surprised. I'm good like that. I am an amazing, talented writer.
And that is how the story ends.
It's a good ending. It's good. I like it. It's really good. That was fun. Very fun.
All right.
How did you feel about it?
Well, we're going to take one more quick break, and then we'll talk about the episode itself.
Cool. All right. I'm good.
So we will be right back, and we'll wrap everything up. All right, welcome back to Choose Your Fate. Well, that was our second story. So, what'd you think?
I thought it was really good. I enjoyed it. This one was a lot more player driven. It was yeah, definitely more player driven. I tried to move the story forward and talking about it and stuff. And it it was interesting. It was interesting. It's more player driven for sure. Like the other one was player driven, and I threw a lot of loops in last time, but this one was even more player driven. So it was much more challenging to try and figure out what I was supposed to do, aka what I'm going to do. I don't know if that makes sense to a lot of you out there. Like there's that supposed to versus I'm going to. Um, when choose your fate is I'm going to, not what am I supposed to do. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Well, that's what makes it to me more interesting than like a regular just choose your adventure or choose your own adventure kind of thing, where it's okay, do you do this or this? And half the time you wouldn't do either one. Where here it's
Yeah,
just really what do you want to do?
yeah. I want to do this. Um,
Hell, I was waiting for you to try to hijack the ship.
I thought about it. I thought about it. I thought about hijacking the ship. I thought about blowing up the ship. There were so many things I thought about. I'm like, no, I'm gonna try it a little different this time. I'm not blowing out kneecaps this time. I'm just taking it easy.
I
Well,
actually
then again, I did just attack aliens and just chop them up like they were like pork chops.
I was actually ready in case you hijacked the ship. There was like another little like possible area like to actually go off into like space and like encounter like other like ships or possibly crash on a planet depending on where you went.
Nice, nice. I like it.
And
Ah.
one of the reasons I went with the outer space kind of location
Mhm.
was because I know how you think and you're very analytical and you come up with some very off the wall kind of stuff. So I wanted to put you in an environment that was very unfamiliar. So it would be harder to logic and reason through because logic didn't really apply in the same way as it would in a traditional environment.
That's fair. That's a really knowing the person playing the game is really important to making the story even better because we've worked together a lot. We've done a lot of things together. We've known each other for a long time. And to
Decades.
Yeah. And to know that, and be like, how can I trip this person up in their thinking process? Not in the story itself, but in their thinking process in the story. That is awesome because it really challenges the participant in their mindset of going, because I was getting very lost. Like, what the hell, man? I'm in outer space. I'm on a ship. Like, how the hell do I get off the ship? How do I get home? Like, how do I solve this problem, this issue, this whatever? And it made it much more difficult to tell that story on my side.
And I needed to give you little road bumps along the way, like the engine trouble, and kind of like, okay, well, you fussed with the engine. Well, now the engines are fucked up. Yeah, it's like
I
having the
love that.
favorites on the ship, so you had to go and kind of hunt the alien thing, which there was a possible outcome where that thing eats you. So,
Oh,
so there
yeah, I
was
beat it
well, because it's got the impenetrable hide, but you found the soft spot.
and went for it like a beast. I was like, oh, damn, I'm going there. Cool. Totally taking that out.
Well, you went completely like Evil Dead 2 on those guys in the first chapter.
Oh, I did. It was like a cross between Evil Dead and Walking Dead when Carl got shot. Like, and he just went out after him with the hatchet. Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, I'm tearing that shit up. I was like, nope, not happening. Not
And
today, aliens.
I actually did at one point have a basement planned for it, but then I'm like, nah, it's too Evil Dead. I can't do it. And I took the basement out.
I wasn't even thinking Evil Dead. I was just thinking, oh, a hidden storm cellar that's got, I don't know, guns and ammunition because I'm in the middle of the woods and that's where I would put it. In real life, that I would put guns and ammo in the floorboards. Straight up.
Oh, hell, if I was living in the middle of nowhere in the woods, I'd have guns all over that goddamn cabin. There wouldn't be 2 feet that I wouldn't be able to go without grabbing something.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Like the reality. Unless it was some weirdo hippie.
Yeah, and it
I
was,
even think a weirdo hippie would have guns.
and I wanted you to think the whole time that you were on the ship until you got to that bridge that you were on like the bad guy's ship and that they were gonna come out at any moment.
I did. By the way, I did. I was like, I'm not in a safe place. But on the same note, excuse me. On the same note, I was like, but am I? Like it had me because I was like every corner. I was like, I'm ready to like go for it. And I'm like, there were thousands of them, and then there's zero of them. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I was trying to go for the mind fuck on that one.
Yeah, good job. Good job. Nah, but it was fun to do. It was a fun story. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I think it went smoother with still plates rather than the animations for the backgrounds.
Agreed. Agree.
So I think that's definitely a step up. I do like having the intro and outro segments.
Yeah, those are good add-ons.
Yeah, and each one will be personalized for the particular episode, so they'll all be different.
Nice. I do like breaks, by the way, because sometimes you just gotta go. I need a break.
And sometimes, literally, you just got to go.
Oh, that's what I was saying.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed this one. I think the more we do them and the more we kind of refine the process, it'll just kind of just keep getting better.
I do too. Totally think that they'll get better. And next week, we got a new guest, Carl, right?
Yes, Carl Hoglander will be our participant next week.
Nice.
Can't tell you anything about his story now because, again, can't have any prior knowledge. And if he listens to this, he'd have some prior knowledge. So,
Right. He's lucky. He's lucky. He him and another buddy of ours and uh there's been a few, but they're all like, I want to just see it first before I participate to see what it's about. You know what? You just got to dive in, guys. Just dive in. Just if you want to be a participant, shoot us a comment or a message and we'll see what we can do.
yeah, or just send an email to chooseyourfatecasting@gmail.com if you want to be on the show. We'll have that posted in the end credits for you. So if you want to check it out, send us an email, be on the show, and you can choose your fate.
Right? Awesome.
But I guess that's about it for this episode.
Yeah.
So we're going to sign off for this week. Be back next week with a brand new story and a brand new participant.
Yeah. That's the exciting part. New people.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody that tuned in live and everyone who's going to watch later. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and catch you next time on Choose Your Fate.
Moving slow, heavy and cold, shadows cross stories untold, gleaming teeth in pitch black night, feel the air cut like a knife. Cobblestones echo distant screams, dripping dread in haunted dreams, choices whispered in the gloom, echoing in this cursed tomb. Cobblestones echo distant screams, dripping dread in haunted dreams, choices whispered in the gloom, echoing in this cursed tomb. Choose your fate, it's clawing near. Do you stand or drown in fear? Every step leads to the gate, no escape, now choose your fate. Laughter sharp like shattered glass, murmurs rise from the dead grass, heartbeats loud, a war drum thrum, tentacles of terror come. Take a path darkened and dire, feel the pull of strangling mire. No hero, no savior waits, only shadows fuel your hate. Candles burn with violet flame, burn your soul and twist your name. Who are you under the sky, a pawn to crawl or one to defy? Choose your fate, it's clawing near. Do you stand or drown in fear? Every step leads to the gate, no escape, now choose your fate. Choose your fate, it's clawing near. Do you stand or drown in fear? Every step leads to the gate, no escape, now choose your fate. Choose your fate, it's clawing near. Do you stand or drown in fear? Every step leads to the gate, no escape, now choose your fate. Laughter sharp like shattered glass, murmurs rise from the dead grass, heartbeats loud, a war drum's thrum, tentacles of terror come. Take a path darkened and dire, feel the pull of strangling mire. No hero, no savior waits, only shadows fuel your hate. Candles burn with violet flame, burn your soul and twist your name. Who are you under the sky, a pawn to crawl or one to defy?